Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with another match preview, match reaction, to the Leicester game from the other night and a transfer update. And guys, what a bloody game it was. Yes, guys, we are back again, guys. Co-host Matt's in the building again. Matt, how's it going, my friend?
Yeah, all good, mate. I think we've all sort of calmed down from the other night. No, we're all good. I've just finished at the gym. Just gone back for the podcast, and I'm looking forward to getting into Steven Bergwijn scoring that beautiful equaliser and winner. God, like we spoke obviously after the game, Simon. But
Yeah.
it was an unbelievable moment, and I think a moment we started to sort of see what Conte is about and what passion he's put into this team again.
Absolutely, Matty. And that's what Matt said there. Do you know what, guys? I'm very, very sorry. I didn't bring a fans calling show. Seriously, I totally forgot. And I was going to schedule it at the last minute. I'm not that kind of person. We go at the last minute. Only if it was the breaking transfer news, I'll go. But sorry, guys, I didn't do that. With me and Matt, we did talk on the phone after the game. And Matt said he did receive a few texts from guys that I totally forgot. It's my fault. It's my fault, guys. I'm very sorry about that. But here you go. Matt's will look after the comment section tonight, guys. This is going to be, guys, a reaction to the Leicester game and a slash transfer updates. We have got one. Obviously, you probably guys know that one transfer update, but we're going to go through a couple of players in, a couple of players out of Tottenham. So stay tuned for that, guys. But we are going to go in for the for reaction. But Matt, who's in the comment section at the minute, mate?
Let's have a look.
That's from earlier. That is.
Right. I just thought I'd show it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Liverpool himself.
Yes. Thank you, lads.
Wembley, get us to Wembley. No, yeah, congratulations. I'm
well
brilliant,
done, pal.
I'm glad you beat them, mate, because they got some karma.
Scumbags, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They couldn't turn out a team against us on Sunday, and they put out a team like that against you lot, and they still got battered. Absolutely fantastic, Jake.
Love it.
Top man.
Christopher, Tottenham have reportedly agreed a fee worth 22.75 million with Wolves for Adama Traore, according to Football Insider.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. As I was just about to say there in our transfer update down the line in a minute, guys. That's what we're hearing. So we don't know how true it is, but there you go. But we're trusting Football Insider with Alistair Gold on that. They're very good at getting these stories correct. I don't think they put out any sort of garbage, any sort of rumor.
No.
They wait.
I think. Well, I mean, a lot of people are tweeting about it now, aren't there? There's a lot of different sources. All of them the same now.
Sources. So yes. A lot of sources from Italy are reporting it as well. Facts and stats, even, my friend.
All right, Simon, Matt, what a result / performance against Leicester. Hopefully we can carry it on Sunday against Chelsea. Well, I hope so, mate. I'd like us to go in there with confidence, really. But yeah, no, I hope you're well, mate. Jake again. Put some respect on Jota's name. He is quality.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. I called it before. He's a brilliant player.
Yeah, absolutely, Jake. What a signing. And so me and Matt always say what a good player Jota is, mate. And you've done well there, getting them from Wolves. Matt, anyone else?
No, all good.
All good. Yes, so guys, let's see. Let's me and Matt will go into a reaction to the game. How How well did Tottenham play, Matt? Do you know what? I didn't think of these questions. I've just literally just had 2 seconds to throw questions. I wasn't very well planned for this one. But Matt, how well did we play? How what was about to say, chat? Was you happy with the lineup? With how Conte set it up with the personnel players who are out there? Was you happy with it? Was you thought that this is a team we can go out and beat Leicester, especially with Leicester under with all the players they had out? Was you confident from the word go we was going to get some sort of result in this one, mate?
I mean, I wouldn't say confident because I don't think you can be, fully confident. We know where this, squad's weak and what we need to build on. I was a bit worried about the midfield, but I'd have to say I think the whole midfield were absolutely superb on the night. I'd say, but apart from maybe the first 10 minutes, I thought we absolutely, let's be honest, thoroughly deserved the win. I think it's some of the best football I've seen us play for a long, long time, mate. In terms of the possession, I mean, the chances we were making in this 3-5-2. I mean, it's crazy what we played it against Liverpool, we played it against Leicester, and we've got the highest XG in the Premier League this season just from that formation. I think it helped Kane out. It really freed him up, didn't it? And what a game he had! Just absolutely superb. No, I thought, mate, we played really well, and I really liked the intensity, the way we wanted to win the ball back. Yeah, I know Leicester obviously had a few players out, but we still had to come up against a very good midfield. Tielemans, Maddison. They had Harvey Barnes on the bench. They had Daka, who's then they're one of their signings this season. And I thought we played really well. Just I'd worry maybe in terms of teams with pace coming at us in our defence. It's a bit lethargic and slow, isn't it, at times? But I don't know. Maybe it was just an end-to-end game, but thoroughly enjoyable game, and I suppose frustrating as well because we were absolutely pinging shots left, right, and centre, weren't we, in that first half, and then we went 1-0 down, and you just thought, oh, not again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Matt. Do you know what, Matt? I was on Chris's channel last night, Leicester Till I Die. Get over to Leicester Till I Die, guys. Absolutely fantastic channel before I crack on. Chris is an absolutely fantastic guy. So I love to everyone, whoever's watching now, get over and sub to Chris. Absolutely fantastic. Always follows us as well and supports us as well. I was on his channel last night, Chris, Matt, sorry, and I said how aggressive we look from the word go, Matt. We are so aggressive. Like that under Conte, Matt, where we just got at a team and didn't let them breathe, didn't let them get out their own half, and it was good to see we had so many chances as well. And just look at the stats after the game, unbelievable. Some really good. And the only problem, mate, is the clinical. The clinical finishing wasn't there, was it? If we had put our chance away, Matt, would have been 2 or 3 going into the break. You know what I mean?
Kane should have probably had about 3 or 4 on the night, in my opinion. I mean, he was a bit unlucky. He had one off the line. He had one that hit the bar. But then he missed a one-on-one, didn't he? Absolutely ballooned it over the bar. But, his goal was quality, really. Put Sionchu on his bum.
Absolutely, mate. Mate, before I carry on, is there any more comments there, mate?
There is, mate, yeah. Simon Stevens.
Yes, Simon Stevens. Yes, pal. Thanks for coming, pal.
Where is Traore going to play? Does it signal the end of Stevie B's time at the club? Would this be the best possible parting gift for him to have given us?
Matt, before you have your say, I'll quickly have a little say on that. Simon, thanks for coming in, pal. Take your time up and give us some support. Traore, where he's going to play? I think he's going to play right wing back. I think that's how. I think Emerson's days are over. Not Stevie B's. I think Stevie B. Do you know what? It's funny. Our football can change in one game, Matt. Stevie B looked like going out to Leicester, going out to Ajax, Matt, and it looks like now a massive U-turn after that performance. I think he was fantastic when he come on. It was live wire. If we can get him playing like that, game in, game out, mate, seriously, I'll definitely keep him and playing that sort of central role with Kane and seriously, because he can be dangerous with his speed, Matt. With his speed going a lot against the last defender, mate, he's rapid, absolute rapid. And me personally, I can see it be Emerson's time at the club over. Me personally, it's Stevie B. Matt, I don't know what your reaction to it, matey.
I think Traore is going to play right wing back. I think he'll take Emerson's spot, or he'll be around there, and maybe he could, I suppose if we have injuries and someone like Moura's out, you could play Traore on the right wing, and he can play in that sort of position and drive forward. So I think it should be a good signing, and he should get us, us really excited and get us out of our seats. I believe anyway, the way he drives with the ball. No, I don't think it's the end of Stevie B's time. I think Conte's come out and said he likes the player, he trusts in him. It was actually Conte a few weeks ago, or months ago, that said he could see Steven Bergwijn playing in a central striker role in maybe the 3-5-2. I mean, no coincidence that Kane probably had his best game when he's got runners, beyond him, so he can drop deep, and then that's why he likes to play with Son.
Absolutely.
And maybe when you don't have Son, Bergwijn can come in, and if he can just get a couple of goals and chip in, get some assists, and be that sort of option off the bench, then it's another option. And I like Steven Bergwijn, and I think the way he came onto the pitch, he had a lot of passion. He riled the opposition up. He didn't take any rubbish, did he? He pushed Sionchu, when words were said, and I think we need a bit more of that fighting spirit in our team. But his run he made was brilliant, and don't underestimate the finish, because that is, in my opinion, it's probably a world-class finish. The way he takes it round the goalkeeper of a guy who hasn't scored in the Premier League all season and just slot it.
A heavy touch, Matt. That's what I was a bit worried when he.
Yeah.
But as you said, he did make up for it. It was a good finish into the bottom corner.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll do him the world of confidence. I mean, he's going to stay, I think, and I think he deserves to stay. There's many other players that need to go before him, in my personal opinion.
Absolutely. Simon, I hope we answered your question very well there, matey. Thanks. Always a great guy in the chat. Yes, Christopher.
Yeah, Traore will play right wing back. Yeah, I agree. I think he will.
Absolutely. Chris, hyper.
Cheers, Simon. Matt, my opinion, Vestergaard, Sionchu and Chowdhury, what a joke. Leicester defence was an absolute joke. Rubbish.
I'm trying to sit there. Hyper, thanks for coming in. Thanks for your support on the channel, matey. I don't
think Sionchu's well.
I think Sionchu's an all right player. I think Traore, what his name is, I think Chowdhury
is probably one of their better players in defence the other night.
I think he was everywhere. I think he was. He's quite a strong lad. Vestergaard he's
toilet. He's terrible.
He's slow as anything.
He made Harry Kane look like Mbappe. Honestly, he did.
Who else, Matt?
Yeah, we've got Jake again. Spurs and Liverpool making it the worst possible week for Arsenal, and that wanker Arteta. And I'm loving every bit of it.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well done, Jake. Well done, Liverpool last night. Absolutely not.
Go and beat Chelsea now.
Yeah, go and beat Chelsea then, man. Go on, mate.
Simon Stevens, the cogs were turning in midfield, but the frustration was the final third. Way too often we broke forward and then run out of options. We need to deny the needle pass, which only Kane is capable of.
Absolutely. I was about to say that. I didn't see that right at the end there, Si. I was about to say Harry Kane, but you're not on the head there.
I have to say, though, that we actually created the chances. It was actually the people who didn't finish it. You look at the chances, we did create chances. So I thought Winks was pretty instrumental in that. He got another assist, didn't he, through to for Harry Kane. He's looking like
that was a great pass, Matt, from Harry Winks. Brilliant.
Yeah, he looks a different sort of player. He's actually getting his head up and looking forward with the ball. There's no more sideways and backwards. It's progress, and they all look fitter. And, I think even Hotspur looked good the other night. That's the best I've seen him play probably for a while, actually.
Yeah, Pierre. I was about to say that, Matt. Pierre was absolutely fantastic. I mean, on the actual night.
Toxic headshot. Emerson is young. He can improve.
Yes, toxic headshot. Thanks for coming in, pal. Thanks for coming back in and supporting the channel. Emerson, yes, he is young. I can see where you're coming from, matey. But the question was asked: is it Stevie B's over for Stevie B because of Traore coming? I think, unfortunately, Emerson. Yeah, I think Emerson will have to now fight for his spot with Traore coming in. So I've got Stevie B now after that performance, I think he's going to play more of a central role, Matt,
Yeah,
coming off the wing, playing probably in front of Harry Kane, something like that.
yeah. When
Maybe on
Son's
his
not
own,
there, especially, I think.
maybe if we can't get the transfers we want in his window, the striker we want, maybe Bergwijn will be used till the end of the season in that, and that's not a bad option, Matt. If he can continue like that, mate,
No,
and
he, he scored 2 goals the other night, mate. He came on and done his job.
yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean, so let's hope that continues, Matt.
But I'm not 100% sure on Emerson. I don't know if he can improve. I haven't seen too much enough to say he can, to be honest. But maybe he's young. But I think Barcelona saying they can't believe we paid 25 million says the story really.
Yeah, if that's true, reporting that. I mean, that's to say it all, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not saying he's the worst player, Toxic. I'm not saying Emerson's the worst player. I'm not saying he's no good. But to me, it's his final third, Matt, and when he gets in that final third, he's toilet.
And sometimes he doesn't even look like he can go past a player either. You need a right wing back to take someone on. Even Doherty did it the other night.
Absolutely. Anyone else, Matt?
Yeah, we got a few, mate. Gregory, hello, Paul.
Yes,
Good evening,
Paul.
lad. Hope you're well. Can't wait for Chelsea on Sunday.
Yes, we're going to knock them out. I'm telling you now. Chelsea at the minute, Paul. I'm not looking great, mate. But it's that Stamford Bridge.
You just
it's
never
not
know,
our favourite grounds.
Yeah.
It's not our favourite grounds. But we will get into that at the weekend. We'll do our preview, Matt, Paul. But yeah, looking forward to that one, mate. How's the weather in Florida? I hope it's nice and warm for you.
Toxic headshot, Adama, Traore is done deal. Paul again. Whose birthday is it, Simon? See your decorations up in the background there.
Oh no! Do you know what? It was my boys from the other day. I haven't actually. I'm going to take them down tonight. Yeah, it was my boys the other day. He turned 12 the other day. So nice one.
Simon Stevens. Think Leicester's collapse was more down to Rodgers than the defence. Man can't even last 5 minutes before choking the chicken.
Do you know what, Simon? It's very interesting you saying that. I discussed this on Chris's channel, and to me, I said to Chris, all the backlash what Rodgers got after that game, I think it's a bit unfair. You can't blame that on Rodgers, that defeat. They were 2-1 up, cruising. I wouldn't say cruising, but they were defending well. While we were trying to look for that equaliser, but apart from that, with Tillman giving the ball away like that, Matt, and how's that Rodgers' fault? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a professional footballer giving the ball like that. I mean, that's crazy.
That wouldn't be Rodgers' fault, would it? No, he's not in control of that situation.
Not a chance. But I can see what you're trying to say there, Simon, mate. People do say Rodgers he chokes in the big occasions and things like that, but I can't see why that's Rodgers' fault the other night, me personally.
Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh considering what he's done at Leicester and he won them the FA Cup last year. So you can't.
Me personally, Matt, I just liked how Bergwijn we got the equaliser and they grabbed it. Just grabbed the ball.
Yeah.
And they sniffed it. They smelt another goal coming.
But Kane pushed Schmeichel out of the way. He was like, "Let's have it."
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Son.
Yes,
Hyper Leicester did a Tottenham.
Okay. Next one.
I mean, Roma aren't brilliant either, Hyper, so you know. Paul Gregory, happy birthday, Simon's boy.
Cheers, Paul. I'll pass it on.
That is all of them, mate.
That's all of them. So, guys, make sure you smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Share this channel out, guys. And as we said, this is the match reaction to the Leicester game and a transfer update after this as well. So stay tuned, guys, for that. Me and Matt will just continue with the reaction. And Matt, I just finished on this one, mate, before we get to the next question. I think overall, mate, I think we played some great stuff in it, Matt. As you said, I'm not a massive stats person. I don't really look into it, but stats don't lie at the end of the day, no, Matt. The way the amount of goals we created on target, the amount of corners.
Should have been about 4-0. Should have been about 4-0 in the first half.
Yeah, we just got to get our shooting boots on, Matt. We're going to be more clinical in front of goals. So, yeah, I was pleased with everything really, especially Antonio's Conte. Let's get into it actually, Matt. I'm going to share something, guys. Matt, I'll be I'm going to share something on Twitter. Let me share something. Let me share something with you guys. Yeah, Matt. There it is, Matt. Yeah, guys. Look at Conte. Look at him. Look at him go. Are you telling me that's a manager who really is not happy at the club, who wants out, and things like that? No. Take a look at that, guys. I mean, there's great chemistry there between the coaches and the players. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at him. Just look at that, guys. Look at that. What it meant to him, the club. We're so lucky to have this guy, Matt. We really are.
Yeah. Antonio. Brilliant.
Yeah. Unbelievable, Matt, isn't it? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What do you like about him, mate? Let's get into the next question. Sorry. What was your reaction at the end of the game? Maybe exactly the same as Conte's there, but it's great, Matt, to look at that, Matt, isn't it? To
Yeah.
how happy, how I mean, he's got that passion in him, innit? I mean, he doesn't look like a coach, Matt, who's not happy at the club, is he? Not happy where he is and things like that. I think he's an happy chappy. Me
Yeah.
personally, he doesn't show it enough. Doesn't show it, and that's probably how Conte is. And the question was asked on the cheese room there for Britzo on the other night,
Yeah.
and they asked him the question, "What do you think the relationship is with Conte and the board and things?" And what was reaction, Matt? His reaction said, "It's all good. It's all good."
Yeah. Mm.
Reaction and the relationship between them all, it's all good. They're all getting on. They're all happy. So, yeah, if Richard's saying that, and I mean, and he follows Conte a lot, and he probably has some insiders in there. So, Matt, what was your reaction at the end of the game, mate? How do you react to that one, mate?
Oh wow. Well. I think most of the close kind of heard my reactions. You could put it that way. I think I may have woken up every household. Um, well, apparently, maybe the house shook, maybe with my jumping around and things. And I ripped my shirt off and danced it round the living room. That's how I celebrated. Um,
Oh.
yeah, no, it did feel really, really good. Yeah, just kind of wish I could have maybe been in that crowd, but yeah, yeah. What was your
Unbelievable.
reaction? How did you sort
Oh
of?
mate, it was 2-1, and it was the 94th minute we got the equaliser. Was it what something like that?
Yeah, 94th, yeah. And I
Yeah,
went mental at that, and then I
yeah,
was like,
mate.
no, we've
I
still
went
got
mental,
time. Let's go again.
absolutely.
One more.
And mate, but the thing is, right, Matt. What spoiled it was my my oldest boy. He on his phone he has that flash score, right? And he
Oh
does it
no.
all the time. And it spoils it. It spoils it because he sat there and he was like, and I heard the ping, and I know he only flipping has it on when Spurs are playing. I went, and he's like smiling. I thought, oh wait, on fucking. Then obviously the fucking goal scored. You know what I mean? I'm flipping now. So I told her, it spoils. I'm so glad I didn't really know myself. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? We fully deserved it, Matt. We
yeah,
absolutely fully deserved it. We if coming away from there from a loss would have been criminal. Would have
yeah,
been criminal.
yeah,
Seriously. I think if it was a draw over balance of play, Matt, we probably okay. You can go away. Said, you know what, we could have won that, but a draw's a draw.
yeah,
But I'm glad
yeah,
we got the win at the end because
yeah,
I think that's what minimum we deserve, really, Matt.
and that's massive because obviously it is one of our game in hands as well. So
Yeah, absolutely, Matty. I mean, and Conte's reaction at the end there with, um, who ran? Was that Region?
yeah, Region was like being a coach. I don't know if you've seen he was sort of like he was
Absolutely.
doing this, and yeah, he's had that effect on the whole team, mate. I think. I mean, the whole team literally erupted, didn't they? And then even
It's
after
Matt.
the
It
final
seems like they've
whistle,
got a togetherness, Matt,
yeah,
and where everyone's slagging off at the minute and things like that with the Leavely store thing at the minute. I mean,
things are moving. Things are
um,
moving. You know, we've still got
things are
what
moving,
11 to 10 days. Like
and
January is a normally last minute window anyway. So you know,
me and Matt always says in there. I mean, patience the key. I mean, that's the key. Stay
yeah,
patient, and things will come. So yeah, I just loved Conte's reaction, no matter. Oh, it's brilliant.
yeah,
Absolutely, I just love just watching that guy. And there's one more thing, guys, before we get on to the next question with Matt. It's this. I'll just share this one as well, Matty, with you. It's a bit on Harry Kane about Antonio Conte. So it's quite a good. It was quite a good watch actually. Um, so is that one there, guys? Is this one here, guys?
Is, and we need to take advantage of having one of the best managers in the world. And since he's come in, he's been demanding in the way we train, in the way he wants us to be mentally, in the way he wants us to approach football from where it's down to nutrition or anything like that. So it's been a real joy to learn from him. He's a great guy, he's a real honest person, and that's all you can ask for as a manager, someone to tell you the truth when you're doing things well and when you're not doing things so well. As players, I feel like we've responded really well to him, and everyone's working as hard as possible to get success. When he was announced, I was really excited to work with him. I've been lucky enough to work with some top managers so far in my career, and he's another one that goes right up there to the top of the list. So, exciting. It was exciting for the players. We knew what he was coming in to try and help us do, and now working under the room for a couple of months, we see his ideas, we see how he works, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season.
And Matt, it's good. It's great to hear things like that from Harry Kane. That I love it when I watch Harry Kane and just listen to what he has to say about Antonio Conte. And do you reckon, Matt? Do you reckon that's a call to the board, Matt? So listen to your number one player. I mean, to back this man. You know what I mean? Because as what Kane said there, we've got to enjoy having Conte at the minute at the helm at the club. You know what I mean, managing this club. So what was your reaction to that, Matt?
yeah. I thought it was good. It's it shows Kane's I think happy again. I think he's really happy with Conte. You can see it even with his full time reactions. I think he's back. And I do think he'll go on a run now. And like I've said, he seems really invested in Tottenham again. His celebration, the way he ran in the crowd. Even after, and even his interview after, he couldn't stop smiling, could he? On BT Sport.
Absolutely, mate. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And right at the end, you can hear him going, "Yes." You know what I mean? That's Harry Kane back. He's back in it. He's back loving playing football again for Tottenham.
That's passion, mate, and that's his winning mentality trying to come out. He wants to win stuff. We need to win stuff. I don't think you underestimate how big. I know we have had a bit of a quiet January window, but if maybe we get Traore and maybe one more and keep Lloris tied down to another 2 years, we got Lloris extended to. I don't think you can underestimate that at all, and I'd take that as a January window because whatever's been said to Lloris, I don't know, but it must be something good. Conte must have had a word and said, look, we're going to get back. We're going to build the team again. We want to get back into the Champions League. We want to win stuff. I want to make you a winner. I want you to go out of Spurs as a legend and on a high. Already he will, but he deserves, probably more than anyone at Tottenham, that trophy for me. Yeah, and brilliant that he signed a 2-year extension. I think absolutely brilliant from the club. Well done.
Totally agree, Matt. Absolutely. What a great guy to have around in it. Voice in there and passionate for Tottenham as well. Another player, Matt, who just loves playing for Tottenham. Matt, we got any comments in there, matey?
Yeah, we have, mate. Yep. Simon Stevens. I don't see Conte losing a game that late on. He was firing them forward when they had a slender lead instead of frustrating the life out of us and running the clock down. Not that I'm complaining, lol.
Absolutely, Sam. I totally agree. What you said there, mate. Matt, what do you think of Simon's comment there, matey?
Yeah, I just think it's his will to win, isn't it? He's gonna, he must have seen what I suppose saw against Leicester. They play such a high line that we're gonna get other chances if we can get hold of the ball and get it forward. And I think he saw Kane had Vestergaard on toast, and Berg, and he thought, if I'm going to put Bergwijn on with more pace, we're going to get him behind easy here. Yeah, it was very good substitutions from Conte, I have to say.
Very good. Absolutely love that. Love that name.
Right Heart Lane. Yeah, I like that. Hey,
Absolutely.
Simon. There we go.
Yes, pal. He come in the other night, actually, when I was doing the preview the other night with Kelly Ken, actually.
Nice. Nice to meet you, Right Heart Lane. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so that's Matty, co-host, Right Heart Lane. That's Matty, lad. Watson.
Ed Watson. Premier Hotspur TV. Hi, guys. Crazy match the other night. Ajax. Come on, you Spurs.
Yes, Ed Watson. Yeah. Absolutely, totally agree, mate.
Sort of was that feeling, wasn't it, after Ajax?
That feeling, that is. Do you know what? It just felt...
After Ajax, though, I was in tears. I've got to be honest, because that was like massive, wasn't it?
Because we're going to a Champions League final and we've never been there. I mean, but yes, it's definitely, it was up there with the Ajax one. Exactly the same passion from the managers, from the coaching staff, players. Yeah, it just felt like it had a bit of a twing like that, Matt, innit?
Yeah.
Ed Watson, thanks for your comment. Absolutely fantastic coming in, pal. Thank you.
Paul, 94th minute, I was ready for bed. 97th minute, I opened up a fresh beer and said the night is still young. Love how football can make you feel.
Absolutely, Paul. It flick of an eye. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about Stevie B. Before this game, he was heading out to Ajax. After this game, there's massive talk that now he's in Conte's plans to the end of the season. So it can change. Football can change things, and just like that in the space of 90 minutes.
Sam Stevens. Conte has always been on edge. He's been like that at every club he's been at. That's how high his standards are. If you don't meet them, he's going to let the world know about it and hold us to account.
100%. This is why we need to listen. And that's why I still say to my word that Daniel Levy will listen, and he will eventually give what Conte wants. He's not going to sign any Tom, Dick and Harry. We've already said this on it.
No, I'd rather we didn't. I'd rather us, if it meant we didn't sign anyone, got no one, but it was and rather than sign someone that Conte didn't want, it's not going to work, is it? We've tried that every Tom, Dick and Harry. Look how we've done with Ndombele, Lo Celso, players like that. It hasn't worked. They haven't fitted our club or our style.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
Facts and stats. I'm not going to lie. I've been disappointed for a few seasons now, as we don't show heart and never look like getting silverware. But Conte has put belief and passion back into this club and me. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, absolutely. We had it a bit under Poch, innit, really, and a bit with Mourinho when he showed it in his early few games at Tottenham, but that fizzled out quick. But yeah, Conte's he's different gear on the sideline. He doesn't sit down as he's always stands up, always shouting instructions out to the players, and he'll definitely let them know if he's not happy with something. Yeah, I totally agree that he's injected belief back into this team and back into the club and back into the fans as well. Facts and stats.
Edwardson, I was just happy with sneaking a draw come the end. I'd have settled for that. But wow, incredible end.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I said to Matt there. I mean, a 2-2, we probably said a banter play. We'll take that. Yeah. But a win's a win, mate. What a win. Incredible.
Paul, would you rather have Conte for 2 years or have Poch for 10?
Conte.
Yeah, I agree, Conte.
The winner. He's a winner.
He's a winner, and you look what Poch's doing at PSG. It's not really pulling up trees.
Absolutely.
I love what he did at the club. Don't get me wrong,
wrong.
but he didn't win us anything, and maybe you'd have to think if Conte had our team under what Poch had, I think we may have gone on to win.
Absolutely.
Edwards and Paul Gregory, the former.
Oh, the former. So he's on about Poch, is he?
Harry Kane's looking a lot better now. Passion seems to be there again.
100% agreed. Yeah, absolutely.
I think as well he looks fitter. He looked so trim the other night. He looked quicker. He looked faster. He was pressing.
That's probably the best I've seen him play this season, Matt.
Yeah, probably for I'd say with his work rate and his ability, a couple of seasons, I'd say it was like the sort of Poch old Kane, where he just, if he can get his finishing boots back, mate, it's scary for every other team, I'll tell you.
100%.
Bright Heart Lane, I love that. Hey to you too, Matt, and thanks, Simon. A few people have said they liked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. It's great, mate.
What a name. What a name.
Last comment, Simon Stevens. Conte is completely transparent. Everything from his words to his expressions. He doesn't shy away, which is a breath of fresh air compared to Jose's plastic smile. Our squad is the best Xmas present.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Simon. Yeah, under Jose, yeah, it did come across a bit fake sometimes, and it didn't want to say what he had to say sometimes, but Conte, as you said there, is completely what you see is what you get with Conte. He doesn't hide nothing. He won't beat around the bush with his comments and nothing like that. If he's not happy, he'll let everyone know. As Matt said there, he'll let everyone know about he's not happy, and he'll pull. And I'm glad he's pulled the ball as well, knowing what he wants and where this club needs to be and what this club needs to do going forward. And that's fantastic from Conte. I'm glad I've heard them that, okay, it's from Fab. I do trust Fab's news that everything's happy with board, coach, with power teacher as well. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's good to hear that everything's going well. Matt, but Simon, thanks for your comment, mate. Anyone else, Matty?
Simon again. King Kane says kneel before me as he picks his spot.
Please kneel. Wow. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it, mate.
That's it. Man of match, Matt. Before we crack into the transfers.
My man match. I'll give it to Harry Kane. I thought he was. I mean, you could give it to Bergwijn, but I think overall the whole game, I think Harry Kane. I think Hojbjerg, you got to have a quick mention. He got an assist, had one off the line, didn't he? I think that was his best game he's played all season. Maybe the rest has maybe done him a bit of good, to be honest. No, I'll give it to Kane, mate. I would like to give it to Bergwijn, but I'm going to give it to Kane. I just think he looked like at his best. He was causing Leicester a lot of problems. He trapped back well. He ran his socks off, ran his heart out, and he's back.
Absolutely. Me, it was close. Ben Davies, I think he was quite solid again. Me personally, I do like having Davies in there at the minute. I thought Winks had quite a good game.
He was good.
Personally, but Harry Kane, yeah, he can't. And Lucas Moura, I mean, people give him a lot of stick lately.
He didn't do much, did he? But he tried to get forward, didn't he? I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. But Harry Kane overall was fantastic. His goal, he set up for the winner. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, and Doherty.
Yeah, I was going to bring him up because I do think we've given him a lot of stick, I suppose, but he made a massive difference to that right wing back spot.
Absolutely, Matt. So, Matt, any other comments before we get into the transfers, matey?
We have, mate. Side Dancer, THFC. Do you think Skippy is playing himself into the England squad?
Well, Side Dancer, THFC, thanks for coming in, mate, for your first time. I ain't seen you in the chat before, unless you have, and I haven't spotted you because we read out every single comment, and I'm quite good with my my names who comes through here. So is Matt. We all both know who comes through the door. But thanks for coming in and showing support for the channel, mate. And do you think Skippy is planning himself into an England spot, Matt? Yeah, I need to see more from Skippy. He has done well this year. He has done well. There is some good competition in there, but why not? Why not? Why not? I think the more he plays, I think the better he'll get. Under Conte, I think he can improve him even better. So yeah, why not? Let's see how he goes from now to the end of to the World Cup. Is it a late? It's a late one, is it?
Yeah,
Matt?
December this year. Yeah,
December this year. So we've got a long time, guys. I mean, anything can happen. Injuries. I think let's not hope he doesn't pick up no injuries. Has a great season and try and gets into that. It all goes into the summer, and see if he's part of Conte's plan for next season. And that's the pivotal point as well. And let's hope so. But thanks for coming in, pal. Matt, what do you reckon?
I mean, I suppose maybe he deserves a game if there's a friendly game coming up or something like that. He deserves a shot, doesn't he? I mean, Ward-Prowse has had his go, but maybe he's done it longer over the period. But Ben White's got into the England side, and he's not exactly been brilliant, has he?
No, absolutely not.
So I think Skip. I think he deserves maybe a chance. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Winks. If he used to be in the England team, didn't he? You might want to throw him in Southgate. I mean, you just never know. Problem with that midfield sort of space and that defensive midfielder is a lot of. We've got a lot of options as England now. You got the likes of Jude Bellingham. You got the likes of Foden who can play there. Ward-Prowse. You've got Maddison. You'd have to say he deserves a call up for his form he's on. So yeah, there are a lot of options, and then your main two are going to be Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips from the Euros last year potentially. So yeah, I'm not really bothered about him going into England. I'd rather him maybe just stay away from the internationals and keep fit, work with Conte.
Absolutely, Matty. Absolutely. Any more comments in there, Matty?
Yeah, we've got a few, mate. Right Hart Lane. Is it your birthday, Simon?
No, it's my boys from the other day. That's coming down. We're doing it. Oh my God. But sorry about that, guys. That's coming after my boy from the other day.
Paul Tielemans was my man of the match for his pass in the 97th minute.
I knew Paul had some sort of sarcastic comment in there somewhere. That's the comment of the night, Paul. You done it again.
Simon Stevens, King Kane from the lane for me. There's no other striker in football that can sit a man down like that and slot home. And the precision on that pass for the winner never fails to amaze.
Absolutely, Sam. 100%.
I don't think Kane quite got his credit for that pass, really. Like when I was listening to it, sort of on the comments, they were like, it was it was easy, but the way they were commentating on it, I've seen different things. It's like, it was just like a basic pass.
But Matt, just the weight on that pass was fantastic, isn't it? Just perfection. Yeah. Absolutely.
Although I'd have to say, if it was the other way around, I'd want my goalkeeper, if I was a Leicester fan, to be coming out a lot quicker than that.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, that's all of them, mate. That is all of them.
So, guys, that is our reaction to the Leicester game. So we're going to go to the second part of the show. It's transfer update, guys. And do we have any updates? Do we? Well, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Yes, guys, we are back again, guys, with a transfer update now. We just have our reaction to the Leicester game. Let's get in, Matt and Dolph, into the transfers, matey. All right, let's get into it, Matt. Wait on, matey. I'm trying to find something. Here we go. Just change my background there. Yes. So let's get into it, Matt. Let's get into the big news that obviously broke. So you broke it as well, Matt, to me earlier. I wasn't totally aware when I was at work. is this man, Adama Traore, Matt. Matt, did you want to just go ahead and say what you would know about this deal, Matt?
From what I understand, I think the deal's been agreed. It will be 20 million with 2.5 million in add-ons over a period of time, so that will take up to 22.75 million. Yeah, I think it is a good deal for the club. I think it's a not even a gamble, really. I think it's just worth taking. I think, you look at Traore's stats. He's taken on the most players this season and most dribbles succeeded. And you look what he did when Wolves had more quality in there up front with Jota, Jimenez. He was getting assists. He was getting a couple of goals as well. And what could he do with the likes of Son and Kane or even Bergwijn? In behind him, he's going to open up spaces for other better players. So you won't be able to double mark Harry Kane anymore when he comes in, because they might try and double up on him. For me, but as I understand, the deal's very close. I think personal terms have been agreed. I think it'll probably, it's probably going to maybe take a couple of days. We'll probably hear something more next week, but I'd be surprised if it didn't happen now.
Absolutely. And it was the first time. Obviously, I was crazy. It was crazy busy at work, so I just looked in the text at the end of the day and saw the message from Matt saying Adama's we've agreed a deal, that was Matt said there. So it's good. Matt, what was the figures again? 22.5?
Yeah, 22.75 I've heard. But I have heard as well that he has travelled with the Wolves squad to go to Brentford, or they're playing Brentford. So maybe that'll be his last game for Wolves. And then, that will, maybe we'll see, be quite an interesting game to watch, maybe right at the end of that Wolves game, to see maybe what his sort of reactions are like to the fans.
When's that? Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday, tomorrow, mate. Yeah.
We could done with someone like that on the bench against Chelsea at the weekend, but
I don't think it will. I don't think it would have been registered in time, would it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah, it's true.
So,
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, what a fantastic signing, in my opinion.
I like him. Yeah.
I mean, I know there's split opinions among the fan base of Tottenham for Traore, but to me, I think it's a great option. I really do. There's more to him than the big guy with big muscles. I think this guy has got a decent shot on him. I think he can improve. I don't care about he's only got one goal season, no assist and things like that. I don't care. Don't bring in them. Right. Under Conte, I think he can improve. Look what he done with Moses at Inter Milan and things like that. This guy changes players, and why can't he do it with Adama?
Plus, I suppose, people, still are hyped on Lo Celso. I'll tell you what, I reckon this guy's going to do way more than he's ever done.
Absolutely.
So
Matt, before we talk about a bit more about Adama Traore, closes in on a Spurs transfer. What we know, Matt. Any comments in there, Matt?
Oh yeah, we've got quite a few, mate. Yeah, Richard Evans. Hello, Richard. Fantastic week to be a Spurs fan, with us winning in. I don't call it Fergie time. I call it Bergie time. Bergie time.
Yeah. That's what we like.
And Pulisic losing to Liverpool B team. Oh, I love
that. Richard, thanks for coming in, pal.
Richard again. Vlahovic and Melo on their way to Arsenal, while Levy does nothing as usual.
Not a chance, Richard. Don't believe it, matey. Trust me. Vlahovic, apparently, what I understand, that he's not interested. Apparently, coming to the Premier League. He's had offers. Yes, it's correct. Arsenal have offered in the region of £66 million, but the player does not want it. Apparently, so it's more of his agents trying to get a deal done, obviously because of his financial side. I mean, so he's only looking after his financial.
Plus, I'm sure he would have had an eye on him last night.
Absolutely. So yeah, Richard, and the guy from Juventus, I've not watched him much. It's after, isn't it? Is it after Milo? Is it Matt?
Yeah, after Melo. Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah. I haven't heard too much about him, but
I haven't seen much of him, so I can't really. Nah, not really bothered about him. But Rich, thanks for coming in, pal. Top lad.
Derek Hutchinson. Good evening,
yes,
Simon
yes,
and
Derek. How's it going, my friends? Derek, it was funny actually, Derek. While we were in that, I was on Tottenham Tantrum Gold, and on with Coover, Dermot, and Sean, the sort of Levy in guy, and we was going at it, me and Sean against Coover and that. And I remember Derek said to me, "Simon, stop preaching." I wasn't preaching. I was just saying what's on my chest. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to preach out to anyone. You know what I mean? Everyone's got their own ideas. Everyone's got their own opinions. You know what I mean? But me personally, I act a bit more different. I'm more patient. You know what I mean? And I do believe in Daniel Levy will back Conte. But that's my opinion. But Derek, you're a top lad, mate. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Richard Evans, Traore is poor. Might as well give Matt a Spurs contract as he's built the same as him. God, Jesus, I wish.
Rich,
time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will tell. And quickly on that one, as I said, and yeah, seriously, under Conte, I think he can change. I really do. I think we can see a different player under Conte.
Can't be any worse than Emerson.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt.
Paul again. Vlahovic will not go to Arsenal. No, I don't think he will.
No, 100%.
Richard Evans, happy birthday, Simon, mate.
Oh, there you go.
Birthday cancelled.
It's not mine, guys. It's my voice from the other day. I've been lazy to just rip off the wall.
Oh, dear. Carl Simpson, evening, gents.
Yes,
Carl, how you doing, mate?
Yes, matey. How's it going, my friend? Carl, what's your opinions on these transfers, Carl?
Yeah, Carl, let us know, mate. Yeah. Traore, is he coming? Well, hopefully he is. I'm pretty sure he is. Richard Evans, my birthday next week, 43, but felt 21 watching Bergwijn score in injury time.
Hey, happy birthday for next week.
Happy
Rich,
birthday, mate.
I'll take it. We'll see you anyway on one of the streams next week. So we'll sing you a happy birthday song. I'll make sure I'll get a happy birthday song for you.
Carl Simpson, bring on the signings, but more importantly, get Ndombele out of the club. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm frustrated with Ndombele. I mean,
yeah, talent. So am I. But he don't want to be here.
One was a talent, but yeah,
he don't want to be here, mate.
Unfortunately, we can't hold tides, and we can't hold things no more. And players like this who don't want to be at the club. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy with that one.
Sports analytics, Traore at right wing or right wing back. I think he could play both. I think Conte will maybe try a bit of both if he needs to.
Yes, sports analyst. Yes, how's it going, my friends? Thanks for coming back in. Traore at right wing or right wing back. Matt, what did you say? I prefer.
I think he could play both because I think
he can play both. He can play both.
He could even play as a central attacking or like more in a central role if you wanted him for that pace.
What do you prefer, though?
Probably right wing back because I do think we need someone like that.
Do you know what? Sometimes we can. Do you know what Mora does? I think he can do what Mora does, but I think he can be a bit more effective as well.
Yeah, and what he'll do, he'll cause more fouls. He could try and win penalties, couldn't he? I mean, like you say, you could play him in both. I think it's wherever Conte wants to play him. He might not want to play him right wing back. I mean, who's to say? You know, if Doherty carries on the way, I'm not saying he'll stay, but the way he's playing, if he carries on like that, maybe we could see a Doherty Traore down that right hand side. I don't know because they did it at Wolves and it worked really well.
I don't want to see Doherty. He done all right the other night, Matt, but we've got
an assist. Got an assist, mate.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I'm just trying to think of options, but yeah, no, he probably should go. But yeah, I think he could play both. I think
move forward, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't
Absolutely.
know if he can defend. I don't know. I've never seen Traore at right wing back, so I suppose he'll have to learn how to do that. But maybe if Romero's on his side, right centre back, then he could just cover that sort of position, couldn't he? Or Skip could maybe fill in that role just until he comes back, so he can get forward. So I'm sure there's options.
Absolutely.
I'm very excited about Adama coming in from Paul. And then we got Richard and Dele Alli.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's done,
100%.
mate. Richard again and Lowell Celso, who's rubbish.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with them. With them two, Matty. Is anything else in there, Matty?
Oh, we've got a few, mate. Yeah, Wayne Bonner, not big on Traore. Who's this Paredes fella from PSG? Now, I know a little bit about this Paredes. I don't rate him at all, to be perfectly honest. And I don't think Conte wants him, so that's not going to happen. So, and I don't think he wants to come to Tottenham either. So, that's not going to happen. I think if I was, if I'm Tottenham and I'm trying to be smart, I'd maybe try and say you could have Ndombele. Maybe we can have someone like Wijnaldum on loan. I don't know.
Do you know what? Genie, mate. I'd love to have him on loan.
Yeah. Or
Get that
maybe,
deal done.
maybe even controversial and he's a bit of a troublemaker, but maybe Conte could get something in the second striker out of someone like Icardi if it just helps us out and drops Kane for a game or two if we need it. You could do a job there.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, matey. But Wayne, thanks for coming in, pal.
Yeah.
Nice one, matey.
Christopher. Italian agent Massimo Brambati has said that Antonio Conte's Tottenham want to sign Arsenal January transfer target Dusan Vlahovic.
Do you know what? If they pull this out the bag in January, my God, you got to salute the board. I don't care what anyone says. Your opinion, I know that for sure. But mate, if that's not showing ambition, I don't know what it is. Me personally, if they pull that sort of deal off.
Yeah. Simon Stevens, Adama is a bulldozer and a great option to have off the bench. Imagine a knackered defence having to watch him steamroll onto the pitch with all that energy.
Absolutely, Simon. Yeah.
I think he'll start, though. I think he'll start.
I agree with you, Matt. He's been banging to start, Matt, but it'll be a good option off the bench as well, Matt.
Oh, yeah, definitely, mate.
Unbelievable.
100%.
Just say if you're a tired defender, mate, and you're like, oh, mate, here we go. We've got to get off and get this guy. Whew.
Carl Simpson, we are not out of the Vlahovic race yet. I'm telling you, watch this space.
Right. Well, I don't know, Matt. I don't know if you've seen the.
I haven't really seen much on Vlahovic, but not to Spurs like in the last couple of hours or even today. So
one of the tweets, it was from a very good journalist from Italy, mate, and he's saying that he's not interested. There's been offers from the Inter, but he's not interested to come to England. So
yeah, I keep hearing maybe he's interested in like Juventus. I think he wants to go somewhere like that.
He wants to stay in Italy apparently, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, matey. Any more comments there, matey?
Darren, evening lads. Wonder why can't Spurs bid the money and get Vlahovic now? Need another striker to challenge Kane as soon as possible.
Absolutely, 100%.
I think it's a complicated deal with Vlahovic because I think these agents are really greedy. You got to pay them big fees, I think. So I don't think it's a problem exactly affording him. I think it's his sort of agent fees and all that sort of stuff. But also, do you want a player that doesn't want to play in England? Is it another Ndombele situation?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Matt. I mean, the guy who come out with a report today is I've got his name now, but he's quite a well-known source in Italy. So if there's any truth in it, we don't know, do we, Matt? We don't know. But no, we don't want to play. We don't want to play in England. Don't want to play for Tottenham, things like that. We don't want to make that mistake again. A very expensive mistake what we've done on Tungy. So Me,
Yeah, we
if
got to
he
learn.
gets
We
half
got
a
to
chin,
learn
mate,
from it as well.
what a player. Absolutely. Any more, Matt?
Paul Gregory laughing. Happy birthday. Derek Vlahovic will not come to Spurs. We won't pay the wages he wants.
Derek, I'll love. Do you know what, Derek?
Oh.
Derek, go back to that comment, Matt. Derek, I'd love to see your reaction on transfer deadline day if the board pulls a deal like that off, mate. I love it. Seriously, I really will. Yeah, but to me, Fab's always said it's a complicated deal to do in January, so it's probably if we go get him probably for the summer. But what a sign that would be in January! What a statement intent that would be.
Paul Walton, evening lads. Apparently he's come in 20 million plus 2.75 in performance add-ons.
Well, here we go. Nice one, Paul. Thanks for coming on Facebook there, matey. And yeah, I totally agree. It looks like he's coming.
I think we were a little harsher than Dumbler. At least he was out there on the pitch for all to see, unlike Lo Celso, who hides under the treatment table, and he's only brought on for 5 minutes to do now.
Totally agree with you. Yeah. He hasn't done much. Has he really, Tungy? He hasn't really lit up the show at top, but I can see where you're coming from there. He has done more than.
I mean, one thing Gio has done when he comes on the pitch, I suppose he does show a little bit of a bit more he looks after himself. He can kind of or tries to anyway. I do think he's a bit unlucky with injuries to the Celso, but I don't think I am harsh on Tungi and Dombler. I think I've given him. I think a lot of Spurs fans have given him a lot of time. 4 different managers. You're hearing all the stories about him having, whether it's true, the McDonald's in the wheelie bin or whatever it is. But it wouldn't put it. Honestly, mate, it wouldn't. I would be surprised if it wasn't true because his attitude is just terrible. And in fact, if you look back at his Leon days, I think he completed 90 minutes about 10 times or something like that. And whoever the hell scouted him, and obviously didn't look at that sort of thing because your record signing, you expect to be able to last at least 90 minutes.
Oh, who actually broke that, Matt? I forgot. Who actually broke that about Mackie D's? Was it someone on We Are Tottenham TV?
Yeah, someone on We Are Tottenham TV, yeah. Knows his gardener or something, I don't know.
Apparently, what's breaking the last thing, Matt, have you seen it? Diamond Troy. Transfer to Tottenham from Wolves is very close to confirm for Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like...
Yeah, he's starting to tweet about it now, so I'm sure maybe in the next few days something will come out.
So,
Derek Hutchinson, happy birthday.
I'll give you time out in a minute, Derek. I'm telling you and Paul. I'll get Matt to give you time out. Matt will give you time out. Trust me.
Christopher, Sky Sports News has just come out and said no deal agreed for Adama yet. I mean, Sky Sports actually tend to do this in the past, where they delay things completely. You look at Fabrizio, he tweets, "Here we go," and that's when you get it. And Sky Sports don't even. They literally report it about 5 hours later. We're so far behind.
Absolutely, Matt. Totally agreed. Remember, Matt, about the Conte one, mate? They were about 50 minutes behind.
Yeah.
When it was even broken. I was watching Football Terrace and DiMario's and the Fabs were breaking it miles before Sky Sports, Chris. Miles before Sky Sports. It was literally about 50 minutes later. I turned on to Sky Sports, I kept checking it, nothing on there. And then eventually they broke it at Spurs eventually talking to Conte. But I already knew that 50 minutes ago. So guys, please do really listen to the guys on Twitter. These sources are some of them very good. DiMarzio and the Fabs and all that. They are very good.
So I'm assuming Doherty is finished at the club, even though he got an assist. Just look at him. He looked like he was doing a clown dance in front of the keeper.
Oh dear, fantastic.
Carl Simpson, get Draxler in for Ndombele.
Do you know what, Cole? That's not a bad little.
Completely forgot about him, really, actually.
Gigi, yeah. I have Gigi. He's Premier League proven.
I love Gini, and he used to play under Liverpool. We play that high pressing game that Conte wants to play, so I think he'd be brilliant.
Matt. Absolutely, he'll be fantastic.
Paul Gregory, the opposition will be distracted by his beautiful oiled skin. and that's the last comment.
I can't do it, Matt. Always funny jokes going to come out in it about that. So, Matt, let's get back to it. Let's round it off before we get to the last couple of transfers. Adama, as you said there, Matt, it's getting broke now by some of these top sources. So the deal looking close now. So a good deal for Tottenham, Matt.
Yeah, I think a really good deal, mate. I think he'll give us that sort of element that we don't have, in terms of another ball carrier, just trying to drive us up the pitch, and hopefully it will open up spaces for our better players. So yeah, I can't wait to see him in the Spurs shirt. Hopefully it just gets done now. But expect in the next 10 days, 11, whatever's left, that it's going to be a crazy end to the window. And Simon and I said it, we are going to get some signings, and I think a lot of you will maybe be a bit surprised and have to give Levy credit if he manages to do it. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the Vlahovic deal. That gets so low. I can't see it happening, me personally. But
no, I don't think Fiorentina will sell in January. They're in a good position in the Serie A. Surely he'd want to.
Very good position. And I'll be doing. Matt, did you say on transfer deadline day in the evening you'll be available? Or?
I will be, mate. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll be doing we'll go live for a few hours. Me and Matt will sit here, and we'll take all your comments, guys. Have Sky Sports, but we'll keep an eye on Twitter because I think that's the most quickest.
Yeah, I don't tend to watch Sky anymore, to be honest. I just
yeah, so that's it there, guys. That's the Spurs closing on Traore, guys, with that one. Matt, another one that's been linked today, guys. It's this man.
Yeah.
Matt, go on. Do you want to bring that comment up? Sorry, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. I just saw it because it was to do with Traore, so I thought.
What's that recent tweet from Spurs? What article Tottenham have now verbally agreed terms with Adama Traore, notifications and positive. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Thanks for your update there, matey. Yes, that's just what I just read as well. So it's looking good. It's looking good. Looks like Adama Traore is going to be a Spurs player. And there's another one there, Matt.
Yeah, Simon put this. A machine needs to be oiled properly. Can't wait to see Adama in a Spurs shirt, especially alongside Lucas and Stevie.
Yeah, absolutely. With Sonny there, Kane there.
Yeah, that's some pace, I'll tell you.
That is some pace. Lucas, Adama, Son, Regs got some pace in them as well. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, looking good. Is that it, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into the next one. We've been linked with. It's this man, Kessie, Frank Kessie of AC Milan, Matt. What's the updates on this one, Matt? Do you have any updates?
What I read,
latest updates on Frank Kessie.
Yeah, from what I read earlier, I think Paratici's been speaking to him. Potentially his agents and stuff on the phone, and apparently the first kind of potential call between both parties were very positive. So I think we just got to try and give it. I suppose got to give him a little bit of time. I think this will heat up, and never know. They might want to do a swap with, one of our players. I don't know, but I think definitely try and get him in. And I think Kessie's just come off a really good, still in the Africa Cup of Nations, isn't he? So he got man of the match the other night to knock out the holders. I think it was Algeria. So apparently he had a man of the match performance. So I think he'll offer us something different in midfield and another option, mate. And what Conte can do with the likes of Wink, Skip and Højbjerg. What could he do with someone like Frank Kessie, someone who he does want, according to all the sources, anyway?
Yeah, apparently, Matt, we are really going at it, trying to get this deal done for this window, not the summer. They wanted apparently, according to what and to reports that Conte and his team, that they want him for this window for the rest of the season to add depth to the squad into that midfield, a bit more experience as well. So that's all we know about this, Matt. We don't know anything else that the deal was any close. We don't know, but this could be, Matt, and one to look to keep an eye on for going down to the transfer deadline day, innit? With Kessie. Absolutely. So that's Frank Kessie, guys. Um, maybe heading to Tottenham this window. If not, I think it could be the summer. Matt.
Tony Blackwell. Tony, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you
Yes.
for a while.
Yes, Tony. Tony was on the preview with Kenny Ken the other day, Matt.
Love it.
And yeah, good
Good
old
evening.
Tony.
Good evening, Matt and
Go on,
Simon.
Matt.
Big up the pair of you. Oh, thank you very much, mate.
Yes, Tony. Thanks for coming in, matey.
He's
And
also said big up Carl Simpson as well.
yeah, big up Cole Simpson in the chat as well. And Tony, West Ham bit slipped off the pace a bit, matey, in it. Against Leeds, that was about a bit of a poor performance, Matt, against Leeds, in it. So yeah,
Cracking game, but yeah,
good game. So that's it, guys. With Frank Kessie. So me and Matt, we don't know much more about that. We'll love to bring you.
I think more of it today has just been on the Dharma, really, in terms of the updates.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. But I saw the Kessie one earlier as well.
Yeah,
about
so did I.
Trying their hardest to get this deal done for this window. So let's see, guys. Maybe that's one to keep an eye on from now to the end of the transfer deadline day. Matt, next up, Matt, is this guy. Diego Carlos, Matt, from Seville.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's been linked with Newcastle. Newcastle were close to doing a deal with Seville. Now Spurs' name's been thrown into there, Matt. Always Spurs, isn't it, Matt? Always Spurs' name gets chucked into players I don't really know about. I mean, I've not seen much of this guy. So, Matt, have you seen much of this guy here, Matty? Diego Carlos from Seville.
I have actually seen a bit of him. He got into the team of the year last year in the La Liga. He had a really good season. He's aerially strong. He's physical. He actually follows our club. It's quite funny. He follows. He follows
a couple of players as well.
He follows Lucas and Emerson, people like that. But he also follows the actual Spurs Instagram. He follows. It's quite funny. He follows United, Chelsea, Spurs. And I think it's Liverpool or City, and he doesn't have Arsenal on there. He only has big clubs in there. Yeah, so I quite like that. But yeah, no, I mean, if Conte wants him, it's like I've sort of said, it's definitely I'd have him. I think he's a good option to have, and yeah, look, I think he's like a right centre back maybe. So maybe with Rodon going out or Tanganga, maybe he's thinking of filling the void with him as well. And I don't think that would be, I think it's someone who's played in the Champions League in Europe. He's an experienced defender, 28 years of age, good at playing the ball out from the back, and he's good in the air as well. So yeah, I think I'd say it'd be a good signing.
Right. Okay. I can't really bring you my side of the Diego Carlos argument because I ain't seen much of him. So I'll just go on what Matt's, because Matt does to watch out on some of these players as well. So I'll take his word on it. It could be a good signing then for Tottenham. So that's Diego Carlos, guys. This one here for last time, linked with Newcastle. Now Tottenham's name's been thrown into the ring now of potential suitors for him. Let's see what happens on that one. That one could keep an eye on as well, Matt. Going down the transfer. Now we've had the 3 players, guys, that we've been linked with in the last day or so. Now it's 2 players that could be going out of the club, Matt. Let's talk about this guy first, mate. Tanguy and Ndombele, Matty. Let's talk about Tanguy. France sources are saying that talks are going well between Tottenham and PSG for a loan move for Tanguy till the end of the season. Will that be a good move for both parties, Matt? Or would you say, do you know what? It is a good move, but let's try and get Gigi Wijnaldum as part of that deal.
I think if you were sensible, I'd like to get maybe a player like definitely Wijnaldum in for him. I think he'd be a great option, an attacking midfielder, a box-to-box midfielder, played in the Premier League, scored goals. But I mean, for me, I think just get him out the club, get him off the wages, and let him go. Go back to France, as that's clearly sort of what he wants. A player with so much talent, but a shocking attitude, and I think he's been actually the way he's handled coming to a club like this as a record signing. I think he's disgraced us, and I'm I'm thoroughly disappointed with him, and I want it. Yeah, I want him out as soon as possible. It's time to go. We need to move on, accept that we've made a massive mistake and a lot of money spent, and just learn from it. And
Absolutely. I totally agree with that, Matt. Matt, do you want to take that Tony comment down, matey? Nice one, pal. Tungi, I agree with Matt. We're trying to back him. I mean, trying to have his back. I mean, because in him is greater talent. Is a bundles of talent. His ability is it's literally next to nothing. But on the other hand, Matt, he's laziness, Matt. His ego, his attitude stinks.
not good to have around the squad, mate. For me,
It's not very good. It's not very good. And I've come to it now. Yeah, times like we have to. What to say? Yeah, it's time to go, Tungi, and go and find yourself back in France, mate, where you was happy, and just try and do a deal with PSG for hopefully for Gigi as well. A little swap with Gigi, that'll be fantastic. So yeah, I totally agree that he needs to go. I mean, not a nasty way, Matt. Not get out of our club. Do you know what I mean? Know what I mean? All that. I mean, because probably he's a nice person, Matt. Just as unfortunately, he's not. He's not the. He's not one who's gonna want to run through brick walls for Tottenham, is it? You know what I mean?
No.
So unfortunately, great talent, just very lazy. So once again, guys, we was talking about Tungi and Dombele at Tottenham. It could be he's heading out, and as what Fab said as well at the start of the week that last week, sorry, that this week could be a very important week for Tottenham for players going out. And he did say Stevie Bergwijn, Ali, and on Dombele. He's got two names on the lips today, Matt, in reports, in it. Tungi. And next one, guys, the last but least is this one. Mr. Dele Alli himself, Matt. Mate, I think we've lost our way with him, Matt, innit? Another one, Matt, we're back to the hill, Matt, innit? We're trying to thinking he's going to change his ways every time another manager comes in, and now Conte's come in and thought, do you know what? He may even change his ways here. He hasn't, mate, has he? He hasn't changed nothing because he doesn't look like he was interested in playing football, at least in the thing. He looks like he just wants looks after his image, social media, his clothes branding. So yeah, Matt, what's your things on Dele Alli, mate, going out to the club? Newcastle apparently invented talks with Tottenham, trying to get this deal over the line. Is this a good move for Dele Alli, Newcastle, Matt?
Yeah, I think so. I think he can go and be one of the star men there. They'll probably play him under Eddie Howe. He'll try and sort him out, and he'll be in an attacking. He'll probably play in the sort of central attacking midfielder type role, or maybe he could play like a second striker type role with Callum Wilson out as well. I don't know what the best thing to do, whether to sell him, whether to put him out on loan, then see what he can do, and then maybe, try and get a fee for him. To be honest, but I just think he needs to go. He needs to go and try and stop thinking about his image and get back and fall in love with football again. And I just think he needs to get out of Tottenham and do what Lingard did and go to someone like West Ham and just find a new club, get revitalised, and maybe see if you can have a word with, if you do well at Newcastle, maybe see if you can revitalise that back at Spurs. But I just don't think we'll be playing his type of. There won't be a position for him, I don't think, in our squad. I just think we'll have other better players by then. But yeah, it's a shame, but what he's done for Spurs we'll never forget, and just a shame, another bit of wasted talent, really. But hopefully he finds it again.
Absolutely, Matty. Absolutely. It is. It's a shame because, as I said, when he first come to the club and broke on the scene, absolutely fantastic. Seriously, what a player he was. And I was praying that we can get the Dele back to them, Matt, back to them days. But unfortunately, mate. His ego, his social life, and things like that have got in the way of playing football, mate. I think he's lost his way playing football. I think he's lost interest. It looks like he's just happy picking up that big wage of his now. And a move to Newcastle can go either two ways, Matt, and it can even go good or bad. You know what I mean? But Eddie Howe, that's one probably a great saving grace for him down there. Probably knows Delhi well as well. You know what I mean? And know what a good player he is. And I think he needs to move out, Matt, as you said there, Matt, to fall back in love with football again, to find himself, to find the Dele Alli again, Matt, and it. So Newcastle, any move for me, mate, to get Dele out of the club, me and off the wage bill, so we can bring in a couple of players what Conte wants. So Matt, anyone in the comments say about Tungi and Ali getting out of the club, mate?
We've got Kessie as a powerhouse. Simon trying to put a big boy pants on and loosen the purse strings. Big clubs will tie a player up with 6 months left on a contract. First come, first serve. If we leave it till summer, we'll miss out.
I can see where Simon's coming from there, Matt.
Yeah.
I really can.
No, we won't get players in until we offload players.
Yes, Noel, coming off Facebook there. Thanks for coming in, pal. I can see where you're coming in from there, matey. But me personally, these players are getting offloaded behind the scenes, mate. And I think it's gonna be 2 or 3 out, and maybe 1 or 2 in. I'm going for 2 in anyway. Matt.
Tony, Matt, workmate, taking the time up. Other than that, all good. I know you feel, mate. We were shocking in that game against Leeds, but I don't need to explain. You have experienced it already.
Tony,
still
up,
witty as ever. Christopher, has anyone heard of 15-year-old Endrick of Palmarias, the next wonder kid? No?
No. I'll go have a look later, Chris. I'll search that name. Endrick. Wow. 15 years old. Nippon.
Hello, he says. And he says big up as well.
Big up, Nippon.
Tony, Christopher scored the overhead kick. Several Premier League clubs looking at him.
Right.
Oh, okay. Apparently he's quite good. People watched him on YouTube. Yeah. Nippon, as a wise old Gooner once said, it's time to go.
Absolutely. It's time to go. Good old Claude. Rest in peace, my friend.
Darren, I'm actually hungry. I'll be surprised if he wants him again. I feel like Poch is under a bit of a spell at PSG where I think Zidane will be coming in. Tony Blackwell, RIP. Claude, Nippon, RIP. Darren, Delhi would be first to go even before Ndombele for me. Complete waste of space.
Wow, Jesus, that's a mix up. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Darren. It's a toss-up coin, isn't it? Whoever goes is fine. Whoever deserves to go. So first, me. And I wouldn't totally go against it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'd rather Ndombele out first and then him, but the Premier League is too intense for Ndombele. He can't cut the mustard.
Yeah. I think it's too fast for him, and as you said there, Derek is too intense as well. I think it's too much for him. He's got bags of talent. It's incredible. Yeah. How can
it be too much for him though? That's about your work rate and your desire. You know, if he wanted to get better, he'd do more stuff. You know, off the field, like more training alongside to get fitter. You know, so I don't really buy that really, to be honest.
Absolutely, mate.
Delhi has been poor for years. Last 3 managers didn't rate him.
Yeah, Jose did for the time being. I think they lost he lost Jose's faith as well. So yeah, big up Noel.
Tony Blackwell, Delhi needs a change. His time at Spurs is done. Down the pecking order, and he seems happy where he is. Newcastle would be a good move for him.
Yeah. I said the only good thing for him going down to Newcastle will be Eddie Howe. As Matt said there, Eddie Howe will be a good manager, play under at Newcastle. So yeah, do you know what? I've got no squirms with Dele Alli. I just wish he can get back to playing to his best. The Dele we know. I mean, and just hopes he finds his feet under Eddie Howe at Newcastle there. So I'll just say good luck to him if he goes down that route.
Yeah. Nepan, I'll never forget that goal he scored in the North London derby, in which he went up to all the Gooners and did that wind-up celebration.
Yeah.
Quality. Oh, he did that, didn't he?
Yeah, quality that was. Absolutely brilliant.
Nepan, Delhi should just retire from football and go into full-time modelling.
He'll do well in that as well.
Yeah, probably that stupid hair.
Yeah.
Derek Hutchinson, big up Nepan.
Yes, big up Nepan.
Yeah. Paul Yido, evening time, Matt.
Hello, mate. Jesus Christ, Paul, Matt, blast from the past.
All the regulars are coming back in.
The old regulars coming back. Paul, thanks for coming in, my friend. What do you think of Adama Traore, Paul, coming in, if you're still in the chat, matey?
Last comment. No, there's one more after this. Dars, true, I don't think the Premier League is too much for him. Think the work rate isn't there.
Yeah. What Matt said there as well. Absolutely, totally agree with you.
Dars, look at Doherty. There's a player who might not be good enough, but at least he tries.
Does he?
He did the other night. Tony Blackwell, Matt or Si, where do you see Spurs finishing this season? Yeah, I see fourth. I do. If we can get a couple, we get
games
or third. Yeah, you never know. You just never know. Where do you see West Ham finishing, Tony? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, Tony, I'd like to see. I agree with what Matt said there. What do you think? Where do you think West Ham will finish, matey?
Neo, new to the chat, I'm guessing. I don't think I've seen Neo before.
No, I ain't seen him before, matey.
I hear Arsenal want to sell the healing water they discovered. Trouble is, they have no bottle to put it in.
Yes, Nero. Yes. Comment of the night, that. Comment of the night. Paul, you've been taken.
That's brilliant.
It's Neo's brilliant comment there. Absolutely fantastic.
Christopher said third. I'm guessing to where Spurs finish. Could see
Go on, Chris. Big up, Chris.
He also says fifth. Maybe I think he's thinking West Ham.
Maybe West Ham fifth. Yeah. Can't see West Ham.
Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Tony, at least one of you are realistic. Fourth or fifth for Spurs. West Ham fifth or sixth, considering our squad.
Wow. Thank you for us having fourth or fifth, Matt, Tony. Do you know what? I've got a sneaky feeling we can nip third. I'm telling you now. We can get.
I think there's something going on at Chelsea. I don't know what it is, but it's not.
We beat Chelsea at the weekend on Sunday, mate. Wow. Is it 4 games in hand after that, Matt?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. That'll be 5 points behind, 4 games in hand. Wow.
Dars, do you think Spurs should try to offload Son at the end of the season? He's really good, but injured a lot.
Not really injured a lot, Dars.
He gets a little, not. I wouldn't sell him. No
way. But thanks for your comment, mate. But no, I wouldn't sell Son. Not a chance. On days, he could be our best footballer.
Yeah. Tony Blackwell above West Ham. Paul's come back. Yeah, good signing. Just hope he don't blow hot and cold like he did at Wolves.
I think Matt's really gone over this one, Paul, before in other shows. He's probably the manager at Wolves as well. He's under different management. Under Conte, I think we'll see a different Traore. But time will tell. Time will tell, Paul. We I mean, we can only know when he comes here and performs. Matt?
Christopher again. Yeah, that is for West Ham. 5th. He said 5th for West Ham. And Tony's put at Derek. I think it's possible for you guys. I think that's saying for 3rd. Tony again. Matt, player power trying to dictate again at Chelsea. Tuchel needs to up his game.
Yeah, it seems like it's creeping in, Matt, isn't it? That player power stuff at Chelsea.
A lot of moaning as well at the moment, isn't he? Talking about tired players. Have you seen their squad?
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And do you know what, Matt, as well? That board upstairs on theirs, they like getting shot off managers. But is it too early, I think, for Arsenal for Tuchel to go?
It would be harsh, I think, because he's
is
kind
it
of
an
won the
overreaction
Champions League.
from these Chelsea fans,
Won the
Matt?
Champions League. They're in another final, so that's 2 finals he's had in it both times getting there, isn't he? So it would be harsh, but that's Chelsea, isn't it? They put if it's going wrong, they'll cut the rope, don't they?
Absolutely.
Neo loved Kane's celebration at the end against Leicester. Yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely, that passion, mate, in it. Wish I had that video. I haven't got it.
And last comment, Paul. I'd settle for 3rd or 4th as long as we're above West Ham. Sorry, Tony.
Oh, Paul.
And then Derek's put Tony at Tony Blackwell. Big up, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So one more video I'm going to show now. I'm going to share. Then we're going to be out. So Matt, I'm going to share this last one, mate. Where it is. Be patient with me, guys. Not that one. It's up here somewhere. It's this one here, guys. I don't know if you guys have heard it. Just listen to get Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Antonio Conte, hey Matt, what a fantastic to end the show on.
Brilliant, mate.
Yes, guys. So thanks for everyone coming in tonight. Thanks for everyone's support. Make sure you smash the like going out, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you already haven't, guys. Share this out to your family and friends. Let them know we're here. Let them know we are doing these contents, bringing them out for you guys. So, Matt, is there any more comments before we go out the building, Matty?
Darren says hi.
Yes, cuz. How's it going, pal?
Paul, no worries. We need players. That's our problem. Napan's, but I'm actually not fully confident going into the game on Sunday.
Is that a bit of an excuse, Napan?
Are you going to the game at the Bridge? I am not.
No, I live up north, so I don't get to many games in Napan. So no.
Das, did you guys do score predictions for Sunday?
We don't do them at this present moment, Das. So no, we haven't done our preview yet. We will do our preview.
Neo, great stream, guys. Up the yids.
Absolutely, Neo. Yes, brilliant. Yes, pal. Thanks for coming in.
Great to see you, Neo.
Coming great
for the comments. Yeah, brilliant. Last comment, Tony. Glad I jumped in. Good to see you both. And Matt, if you're not witty, you're a Spurs fan.
Hey, Tony, absolutely fantastic, matey. Always great to have you on, mate. And
brilliant.
You're one of the good West Ham fans, matey. Fantastic.
And then we got Dars. Oh, okay. Look forward to the match preview stream.
Yeah, absolutely does. Thanks for coming in, matey. Is that it, mate?
That is it. Oh, hang on.
That is it. Oh,
Napalm
go.
were champion City, second Chelsea, third Liverpool, fourth Tottenham.
Get in the pond. I'll take that. Fourth. That's
take
Champions
that.
League football. Yeah, I'll take that, Matty. In it, we'll take that all day long.
Tony Blackwell, cheers, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, Tony. Thanks for your support as well. Thanks for everyone's support as well. So, as I said, guys, for one more time, smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Get us up to where was it? Up to 1K subs, guys. We're on the road to 1K subs, guys. We'll let you, Matt. Is it about 200? And we always say 260 something away. We are 270 away, something like that. So let's get up to 1K subs, guys. So get all your family and friends to come in and give us a bit of support and give us some help to getting us to 1K subs. And we are going to head out. So good night. God bless. We've been Premier Hotspur TV. I've been Simon. This has been my co-host, Matt. As I said, guys, we will be doing a Chelsea preview and transfer updates daily. If we can, anything breaks, we'll come on and we'll talk about it. And transfer deadline day, we will be doing something on transfer deadline day as well. After when I finish work and Matt's available around the time, we'll both jump on for a few hours to see you through the transfer deadline day, guys. As I said, guys, good night. God bless. Enjoy your weekends. And let's hope we get a result. Continues against Chelsea. And we'll leave you with this video one last time, guys. So good night, God bless, guys. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, guys. Come on, you Spurs.